At Hasanabi, thanks for 4 months. Take care, dude. Happy Monday, Matt. Arjan Pogo 24 hours late. Has capital lifetime. Hey Jan, you're so cute today. Look, that shirt, wow, really fits you. Hope that hair works out for the ladies and all men you're chasing really pop. Anyway, I want to lick Corey's bare feet and kiss Amelia Watson's thighs. Hope you're having a day. Wake up. Pogo Arjan? my sister from going down the rabbit hole that is QAnon. Here's to many more months. Pogo. Two years soon, Pog. I love you, chat. Love you, Hussein, and love you, chat Poggies. Chat, you're looking very handsome today. I appreciate you, Arjan and chat. Seven months hassle. Dang.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon. No, Mom, I'm not talking to you. I'm starting my intro. See, I go away for one day.
Can you show
And my mom is like, oh, you must be talking to me instead of talking to yourself. You see that? One day I go away for, and everyone is used to me just not streaming, I guess. Anyway,
Has smelled.
let me restart. Hold on, here, we're gonna do it again. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny, kind of cloudy, definitely the best weather in the entire country right now, California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks. And I hope the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic day. It is.
I wish I could tickle Anna, cherish Kiara, kiss Amelia Watson, hug.
It is. Yikes, Dono. It is Monday, February 15, 2021, 11:03 a.m., and I am live and alive. And I hope you are as well. I hope you are tuning in between your electricity running out, but you're still having a great time while you sit in the cold, wondering why your infrastructure is crumbling. Shouts out to all the southwestern and southern states that are experiencing the kinds of cold that they've never seen before. But of course, climate change is fake. Absolutely fake. I mean, global warming, really? It's snowing out, so how about you shut the fuck up? I wish we could get some global warming right about now, folks. Yeah. All of you in Texas talking about global warming. It's 61 degrees in California, so I don't know. It kind of disproves climate change. Checkmate, liberals. Okay, anyway. So, today is Monday, which means it's news day. It's the heaviest news day, the heaviest burden of news. You know, all the gaming frogs that have been building up in this community for the past couple of months, they're gonna be like, or for the past couple of weeks, they're gonna be like, what? This guy does politics? Like, I'm so confused. What a weird situation. Why is my favorite no pixel Grand Theft Auto slash Breath of the Wild streamer talking about politics. What the fuck? And I know the politics frogs are hungry. A lot of you are politics frogs that also enjoy gaming, and you haven't really been annoying. But I have heard from some in the community who, as always, because politics frogs usually tend to be the most dramatic ones, acting like, you know, the world is over and I have sold out to the devil, and that, you know, they will be taking their talents and their subscriptions elsewhere. And to them, I say, calm down, okay? You are in your, you know, baby's first introduction to leftist politics stage. So it consumes every part of your life. We've all been there at certain points. You think everything is like the most important thing that's ever happening, and you immediately have to get your news. You probably just started watching me in the aftermath of the impeachment. You haven't been here for like 4 years, or 4 years. What am I saying? For 2 years, 3 years. So, all I have to say to you is, you know, sometimes we gotta scale it back a little bit, okay? Scale it back a little bit. This is the part of the broadcast where I talk about my personal experiences when I wasn't off stream, and therefore there is a 24-hour period to talk about today. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I hope everyone had a fantastic Valentine's Day, and if you were doing a Palentine's Day, or if you were even by yourself on your own, I hope you had a great day. I spent my day in its entirety with my family, as a matter of fact. I went to my grandparents, surprised my grandma. My mom went and got some flowers for her from Trader Joe's on our way over there. And it was wonderful. It was a great day. And, you know, she cried a little bit. But, regardless, I did that, and then I hung out with Marat. Yeah, we had a great day. We had some good food. You know, we had this like very weird, kind of expensive Mexican restaurant, but it was really cool. It was really fun. We just had a good time, and I slept a lot. And I watched some Sopranos, and that was pretty much it. I mean, I literally spend most of my Sundays sleeping. And I wonder why I spend so much time sleeping. And if you ask my mom, she thinks it's because it's like I'm catching up on all of the times that I haven't slept. By the way, no, I haven't. I have not tweeted out that I'm live yet. Hold on. I do my personal news stuff, and then after that, I talk about what I'm doing. By the way, every single time I don't go live for an entire day, like, you'll see it. Like 2,000 sub drop off. So some of y'all are ruthless, is what I'm saying. Like, you're like, oh, he's not live every single day? All right, fuck him. Like, it's over. It's done, you know. I refuse to subscribe to a streamer that's not live on Sundays as well. The Sopranos is so cool. I wish Italians were real. That's a great take. True, it's definitely taking Sunday off and not the 500 hours of no pixel. Yeah, I think it's that for sure. It's a consequence of primers readjusting post like a big news time, like the insurrection, and the sub count going back to like the normal fucking level it's at. And it happened last week as well, and I wasn't fucking playing No Pixel last week. Yeah, just like... No, it's the 500 hours of No Pixel. I'll sub to a Turkish politics streamer, not some annoying Italian. Wow, that's really fucked up. I guess anti-Italian racism and discrimination is real. Like, we were joking about it, but maybe a lot of people are maybe a lot of people are leaving the community because they just hate Italians. And I am beginning to recognize that anti-Italian freightophobia happening. Okay, all jokes aside. I'm in a really good mood today. I feel refreshed because I took a day off. It is a good thing that it is a good thing when I take a day off, is I come back a lot more refreshed and a lot more excited to stream. But also on top of that, I worked out this morning. I went to the gym again. Oh my God, dude. Oh, Maron. By the way, speaking of playing, you know, Umberto Donato, Antonio Pecorino, the problem is I literally find myself saying Maron in my head in real life. Like today, I went to the P.O. box after I worked out, and there was a gajillion packages, right? And the P.O. box guy was like, dude, what are you doing? We are not going to re-up your contract when it expires if you don't pick up your fucking P.O. box. Like, you get the most packages out of anyone, right? And basically, when he was telling me about that, I was in my head, I was so close to being like, Mata, and I stopped myself. And honestly, it's really it's bad. Okay, it's bad. It just like coincides with me watching a lot of Sopranos too, and it just means like Madonna. Yeah, it's harmful. It's a harmful Italian stereotype. I have no pixel roleplay dreams. It's like multiple personalities. It's not good. I have to like figure out how to separate everything. You know what I mean? I'm having like, I know in my dreams that I'm dreaming about a video game. Like, it's not like it's real life or anything, but what? Yo, I like you, but I heard you talk a lot of shit about Jordan Peterson. You need to know that he means a lot to so much people. Watch this vid, and if it doesn't change your mind about him, you can ban me. You're such a dipshit. It's a meme video, but yeah, I'm lost in the fucking sauce, is what I'm saying. It better Don than fucking Hank Pecker, though. Anyway. Yeah, I'm doing internal Donologues. No, it's not a real Jordan Peterson bootlicker. All right, that's enough for personal news, though. I worked out this morning, so I feel really good, and I gotta do that more, honestly. I just, I gotta get back into my regular routine, because I feel so fucking good. Hopefully I don't get injured, you know? Anyway. Did you talk to Seer or anyone to clarify about the Johnny mission? Yeah, I did. And hey, guess what? Contrary to what all of the experienced role players who were losing their fucking shit in my chat, you know, all of you role play watchers, Seer was like, no, you played that perfectly. Like, you played that perfectly. I had a similar situation in which I had a similar situation when I first interacted with them the first time, interacted with that character 2 years ago. It was another character. And you're supposed to treat it like it's real, as long as you want to continue along like his quest line, basically, because he has a quest line for himself, for his own character. And chat is so fucking stupid. This is literally how every other streamer agree with how you handled it. Yeah. It's every streamer thought it was the appropriate way to handle it without like fucking up anyone else's like roleplay, while not fucking up my roleplay. But when it came down to chat, I had the entire chat was like, dude, you're so wrong. Like, why are you so wrong at doing this? Nino dipped because it was way out of character. Many thought it was hilarious. Did Nino know too? By the way, you did a great silver hand quest. Yeah. If I wanted to, so I didn't ruin their quest. I didn't ruin that like game. Here, I'll just describe that really quickly for those of you who were there at the end of it. What happened is there's a Johnny Silverhand character, and he's a terrorist, and he's a real terrorist. Like, his character wants to be a real terrorist, from what I understand. And what he did was he has a group of individuals that follow him around. He gave a quest basically, and we entered a government facility, a real government facility within the no pixel area. But luckily there were no like NPCs there. It was a no NPC area, and we entered with guns. The real government facility, as in like in RP world, it's real. So what you're supposed to do basically is treat that as though that's real. Like, it's not like if you want to follow Johnny, his quests are going to get more and more robust. And even in that situation, like, cops are supposed to show up when shots get fired like that, right? So basically, like, you know, you're actually shoot at the cops eventually. Like, that's his goal, is to become like a full-fledged person who runs away from the cops and shit like that. And that will inevitably happen. Yeah, if you were caught in that building, your consequences would be very real. Exactly. Yeah. And what ends up happening is that's why Mehdi or Nino was not interested in like running with us, but he was still there to, like, you know, scoop me up if push came to shove, because that's how you get your character basically exiled, like X'd out. IRL a few days banned. Yeah, either you get like a couple days banned, and that's the light one. No, you actually get straight up banned, like permanently banned if you get the terror charge, I think sometimes too, depending on what it is. Anyway, what was your role in all this? My role is just, I was just going along with it because I didn't think it was gonna be. Mehdi was explaining it for everyone on it. He definitely did not want it to fuck with Nino's plotline and didn't work with his RP yet. Like, it doesn't work with mine either, because I don't want to become a terrorist. I want to character ban, not IRL. Yes. You don't get IRL ban. Your character gets IRL. Your character gets, in some instances, your character gets permanently banned. So me saying like I went along with it while saying Johnny's definitely a terrorist is the best way to handle it, because at the worst case I could just be like, yeah, I think I was on drugs and I don't know what was going on, or some shit like that. You see what I mean? Nino said that going to Humane Labs territory was a felony trespass, which means if you're caught, you're in jail until a full court trial, not a bench trial. Lang is a meeting set up with Johnny Silvercrack to fly all of you to a small island. Yeah. No, you can get your character, you can get permanently banned if you do some shit that, you know, fucks with people. Like, it really violates. I mean, Slicker got permanently banned. Like, if you violate server rules, if you consistently metagame, if you do a lot of stuff like that, you will get permanently banned, and then you won't have any sort of fucking you won't be able to have any characters whatsoever in the server. You'll just get banned from the server in its entirety. But I don't want to get Don banned too, because I'm like flushing this character out, and I don't want to get it fucking banned or by having it go to prison for life because of a terrorism charge, when you know, if I follow on like the Johnny Silverhand quest line, because getting the 9s, fleshing out like you're making him real out of flesh. No, yeah, fleshing out my character as in building it more to become an integral part of like the Clean Boys, and you know, have a place in the universe, the No Pixel universe. mods of the server would never do that. They would work with you on it because you're new. Mandy was saying, yeah, I didn't know either. Yeah, then that would have been bad, but now I know the repercussions. Don't you get put in prison for life, meaning you can still prison RP or break out or something? Yeah, but prison RP is fucking ass cheeks, dude. That's like super limited in what you can do as far as roleplay goes. And breakouts are nowhere near. We are nowhere near the stage of being able to do prison breakouts. Like the server buildup is very slow on purpose. So most people at this stage don't have the fucking tools. We don't even have walkie-talkies yet. How the fuck are we gonna coordinate a prison breakout? No, I'm not in prison anyway. Terrorism charges are worked out of character. Oh, really? It just, even if I went to prison for fucking 2 whole days, which is like, you know, longer than most sentences. Most sentences are like 1 month is I think 1 month is what? 1 minute? Anyway, regardless, if I went to prison for fucking, you know, 2 whole days, that sucks. I'm not doing RP with that character for 2 fucking whole days. Regardless, all right, let's get to the fucking news, man. What am I doing? All right, it's Monday. We're gonna do news, and we'll get to No Pixel stuff later, obviously. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. I am definitely addicted. I've been watching like other No Pixel. I'll get back to No Pixel. I've been watching No Pixel shit off stream anyway. Okay, daycare is now open. It's Monday. And I'm covering what happened in the impeachment trial and COVID updates. Get in now, you little pog champs. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Okay. Low-key, I hate that Komodo Hype is the new PogChamp. Like, that's not even a joke. I kind of don't like it. Anyway, let's start with this fucking thing, though, first, before we get into impeachment.
It asked a lot, and I think it's an important question. Is it okay to shit your pants? And I think we have to ask ourselves, firstly, is it okay to shit? And the answer to that is yes, of course it is okay to shit. You have to push the poop out of your butt because it's a very small space. Eventually you'll run out of room. The other question we have to ask is, are we, as a society, setting unrealistic expectations when it comes to the cleanliness of our pants? They have to get dirty sometimes.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I despise Jordan Peterson until this. I think he's right. I think this defense of Caitlin Boo Boo Bennett is somewhat correct and acceptable. I take it back.
But the Marxist postmodernists are saying that pants should be clean all the time. But it's just not possible. And I think a lot of young men can...
Okay, not to get too into this, but the irony is that, like, people have talked about this before, where, like, they say Jordan Peterson is a postmodernist himself, especially in his, like... especially in the way that he like tries to describe the metaphysical nature of religion and justify religion in fairly postmodernist terms, right? And this analogy works so perfectly. This is TTS, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Like, because the postmodernists would not be the ones who are saying your pants should be clean all the time, but Jordan Peterson aligning against them would literally be saying, oh no, they're saying you need to keep your fucking pants clean all the time. When in fact, those would be the ones who would make this argument like, no, you don't need to keep your pants clean all the time. Who's to say your pants shouldn't have shit in it?
And empathize with that. And it's terrible. I get young men coming up to me all the time, and their pants are covered in poo-poo, and most of it has usually come from their own butt, and it's a travesty. It's very upsetting. Sometimes they've come hundreds of miles just to see me, and they're covered in shit. And people are saying, well, why not use adult diapers? But I've seen 15 years of studies, I've read all the literature, and the consensus seems to be that diapers themselves do not solve the problem. And what I'm proposing is something that the postmodernists are saying is radical, when in actuality, it has been a defining feature of civilization since the dawn of man. I am, of course, talking about pulling down your pants and shaking your bottom till all the poops fall out, because that is essentially getting to the root of the issue. My hope is that one day we can get rid of the pants altogether. It's like, okay, now we can just dump straight onto the ground. What else can we do? Well, we can feel a gentle breeze on our test.
Wait, he has to talk about fucking animals and how, like, a bear is not necessarily restricted by the confines of imaginary spaces. Neither is any other animal in the kingdom. If you believe a lobster would be relegated to pant wearing, you would be wrong.
Testicles. We can get rid of washing machines, and so there are other benefits. And I think young men are really responding to that message.
It's very good. Oh man. Yeah, Jordan Peterson, this is a deep fake, right? It's a deep fake? Wait, what? I didn't realize that Jordan Peterson actually didn't make an argument about pant shitting, dude. What?
By the way,
Jordan Peterson makes a free bleeding argument about pooping. Free pooping. Hashtag free to Brown.
so Candace, who I watch the show, and I know you guys definitely have disagreements on stuff, as do I do when it comes not only to politics, but tactics sometimes and stuff, but I really do like her. Look, she's causing a massive rift in the black community, and you can see it in the numbers. Black male support for Trump,
As a consequence of Candace Owens, dude. Dave understands the black community. He gets it. He absolutely gets it, because
Trump doubled. It was at 11%. It's now at 22. No, it's Kanye. Kanye was the wrecking machine, but
it's great because Joe Rogan is also so fucking insanely dumb that he thinks like, wait, don't you think it's Kanye? Yeah, guys, the black community is changing their political identity because of Kanye West and Candace Owens. Thank you. At least Joe Rogan's is like a little bit less dumb. Not as dumb as Candace Owens, who has absolutely like no footprint whatsoever in the black community. It's just all old white racists who feel good about their racism when they hear a young black woman say the exact white supremacist shit that they say to their friends. That's it. Okay, can you read my sub message? It's important. Yo, I heard Drew was talking mad shit about you, bro. What? I don't even know what that is. What? Nate? What do you... Drew Mama? Drew P. Balls? Sometimes you gotta take 2 days off, okay? 1 day off, not enough. Sometimes didn't take. Gotta take 2 fucking days off, I think. Listen, Nate is feeling some type of way right now. All right, guys. As my most Italian mod and perhaps the most Italian member of this community, he has been very upset for the past couple of days where I have been, absolutely just making a mockery of his culture with my minstrel show of Italiophobia. So he gets to have this one on me, okay? Bro, Italian people aren't real. They can't hurt you. I gave you criticism in regulator chat. You're not doing bad, but there could be improvements. Okay, good to know.
I think in the grand scheme of things, Candace is much bigger. I really believe that in terms of because I think she could be a direct line to all of the political parts of this if she decides to go that route. Because I think she could run for Senate or
what?
Yeah.
Are you okay? You high?
Yeah.
The funniest part about this is that like Joe Rogan is kind of wrong because of how fucking stupid and fundamentally broken American politics is, that Joe Rogan isn't even wrong. I mean, not Joe Rogan isn't even wrong. Dave Rubin isn't even wrong in this take. Like, Candace Owens could run for a position now. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a congressperson. Why not Candace Owens? You know what I mean? Like, what does this mean? Check Twitter last night. I don't know. I just thought she looked good, so I liked it. What do you guys got a problem? What are you, anti-pegging, dude? Huh? Is that what it is? Is that what we're doing now? Or you guys got to stop like policing, okay? What? She looks good. I'm pro pegging. I'm not, but you know, I wasn't considering the tweet itself. I just saw that she looked good, so I liked it. It's been 9 months since you're the father. Also, nice pink shirt. Yeah, fake swollen lips are super attractive. Yeah, good one, dude. You seem to have a very nice personality.
I'm not high. I'm not high
What
today.
happened?
I'm only smoking maybe once a week on Sundays. And now I'm on tour, so I'm not really at all. But
maybe I'll spark up a joint and have you reconsider what you just said.
you can smoke a joint and maybe I'll reconsider.
You said
it.
you watched the podcast I did with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I watch, I don't know, maybe at least an hour and a half of it or so.
Okay.
Yeah. Why?
Why what?
Well, I don't know. Why are you saying it that way?
Because I don't think she should run for Senate.
Did you see Austin posting Among Us porn in your Discord? He fucking DM'd me one too. Or not DM me. He sent me a text message. Said Happy Valentine's Day and it's Among Us porn. So I got back to him with Homer Simpson showing his asshole, like gaping. Yeah, I know it was graphic. Yeah, I know. He sent me a message of it. Yeah. So I sent him gaping Homer Simpson in retaliation. Yeah, Homer Goatse. Is that what that is? Is Goatse gaping? I don't know. Can't imagine Candace running and actually getting far. Margarine is a white woman. Smile. That's true. What is wrong with you, King? I don't know. I found a fucking funny Homer Simpson gaping, like violently gaping image. Bro, what the fuck? Not paying attention to your stream is so weird. I stopped paying attention for 1 second, then I hear Homer Simpson spreading his asshole open. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, what do I do to my family who always brings up Candace Owens whenever BLM or police brutality comes? Motherfuckers literally Facebook messaged me with a video of her that I posted Black Lives Matter last year. See, that's why Candace Owens has clout. Yeah. How long did you search for Homer Simpson gaping? No, I didn't search for it. I see it. People on Reddit hating you lately, Hassan? What Reddit? First of all, if people on Reddit are fucking hating on me, that's a good thing, okay? Because Reddit is a hotbed for degeneracy. Secondly, I assume that says more about the circles that you fucking go to, because I'm unfamiliar with circles in which people are hating on me. So I don't know. Maybe just don't go to those places if it fucking hurts your feelings or something, having people shit on me. Livestream fails, I'm sure. No, Livestream fails loves me, dude. Like, they're not, you know, I've consistently gotten like decent marks from Livestream fails. Unless there are other communities that are trying to very desperately do some propaganda. Anyway. Where was I? So, the thing I was going to say is, thank you, Themasius, for the great playlist as always. Fuck, what was I going to say? I totally fucking forgot. You made me lose my train of thought. Reddit is literally just Neolib City. Yeah, it is terrible. As far as like having those, Homer Goatse, that's what I was talking about, or Goats, or whatever, Homer gaping. Yeah, whenever I'm on Twitter and I see like a really fucking devastating reply like that, because usually like I spend so much time in Twitter replies, especially on like really weird fucking, on really weird threads. I will just straight up save all of that in my phone. And it's really bad because, I mean, it goes to show you like how long I've been single for, because like, you know, if anybody went through my phone, they would be like, oh, you're a fucking monster. Like, you are a monster. You are not someone I wish to spend any time with. You are a horrible person. Like, the amount of like weird shit you have that you've clearly found. Like, I can't even show it to you. I wanted to show it to you. It's like, but, you know, it'll be stuff like this too, though. Like, the fucking, this is a great example. Like, you know, I see this shit, I fucking download it. Bernie Sanders with mittens, drawn like an anime character, hugging and caressing the Resident Evil vampire mommy. Like, I see that, I'm like, what, am I not going to fucking download that? Of course I'm going to download that. That's hilarious. So, it's stuff like that. I feel like having degenerate shit to say to your homies is pretty common, is it not? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, you know how the stuff that, you know how the weebs are just total degenerates, right? And they actually enjoy looking at all this stuff. Imagine all the things that weebs actually watch and enjoy and consume, like the most degenerate ones. I like to find that to send to my friends so that we can one-up one another in like how devastating and awful things we have seen are. You have that Wanda from One Piece on your phone too? No, that's not degenerate enough. That's just straight up furry shit. Yeah, cam is out of focus. I know, my fucking camera breaks. Maybe I'll get Misgift's camera. I was talking to him about it. I was like, I want to be a titty streamer like you. Anyway, I have some 6-digit numbers that would make you cry like a normie. I download that kind of shit even though I'm someone. LMAO, what? How'd you end up talking about this shit? Fucking Austin. Austin sent me Among Us porn, so in retaliation, I sent him Homer violently gaping his asshole. And you can like see his balls and stuff too. Pretty bad. And people were asking like, where did you find that? And I said like, you know, I fucking have that sort of stuff saved.
The Senate has.
Anyway, let's watch the Senate acquitting Trump for the second time after a week-long trial, because, and this is a good way to get into this. I might actually react to like a Ben Shabibo video on it too afterwards. But there's a new John Oliver as well that we're going to take a look at too. But yeah, let's get started. We've been dicking around for too long, but I have a lot of opinions on this, and maybe even some interesting things. What are these fucking numbers, dude? What does this mean? Please ban the numbers. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what those fucking numbers are. Like, it just don't pepela it. We're banning it. Okay.
As a solemn responsibility to try and hold Donald Trump accountable for the most serious charges ever levied against a president.
Like every one of you, I was evacuated as this violent mob stormed the Capitol's gates.
If that's not an impeachable offense, then there is no such thing.
I believe the managers will present a very strong case. The evidence will be powerful.
What you are about to hear has not been made public before.
I particularly urge my Republican colleagues to pay very real attention to the evidence here.
President Trump left everyone in this Capitol for dead.
It's Tuesday morning on Capitol Hill. Almost 3 weeks after he left office, Donald J. Trump's second impeachment trial is about to begin.
We are starting the trial today. We are back 1 year plus 4 days to the moment and about to be starting impeachment trial number 2. I think the one big question that remains unresolved at this point is what's going to happen with witnesses. At this point, no one is expecting.
Well, here, it got resolved, okay? I'm going to skip through some of the early stages of this where they recap the events and stuff. But what we basically got to this past weekend and leading up to this past weekend was the final stages. Okay, on Friday they delivered their final remarks, and in the aftermath of the final stages, there was a call to bring forward witnesses. Now, the main person with the incredible monk bowl cut, I'm forgetting his name now. Holy shit! The impeachment manager said that Jamie Raskin, thank you, said that Donald Trump should stand in trial as a witness if you want to bring up witnesses. But the defense team basically retaliated with the most insane things you've ever heard of, including the same guy who had originally, the ambulance chasing lawyer, who originally had even sued Donald Trump in the past, saying things like, if we are going to have witnesses, we are going to abuse the witness system, and we're going to have hundreds of witnesses. And to that, the Democrats basically conceded and said, okay, never mind. We're just going to have one witness's testimony on the record, and then that's it. Yeah, horrible legal process. It's easy to say, oh, Democrats fucking folded so easily. What the fuck are you doing? But I think the counter to that is, and I'm not even running defense for Democrats here, because I do think that the trial should have gone a little bit further. If you're going to start a trial, you need to at least try to win the trial. You can't just like start a trial and then stop it. Hey, by the way, yeah, I'm banning. I'm starting to ban. I'm starting to ban. Okay, it's good. All right. I'm happy that you guys are fucking demonstrating your degeneracy in my chat, but I'm just gonna start banning. And next one's gonna be perma. Okay, so get excited for that. Because I'm trying to fucking pay attention, and you're like trying to spam that you like to jerk off to fucking degenerate hentai manga or some shit, and great. Yes, there is no free speech in this chat, and there never was. Okay. He knows? Yeah, I know because someone already just fucking described it. Stop spamming. Oh, God. Fucking degenerates. Okay. Where was I? So basically what ended up happening is with the impeachment is that they folded, but it wasn't necessarily a huge fold because I don't know how long the Republicans wanted to run the clock on this. And I see both sides of the argument, so I'm going to hit you with a fucking both sides in this situation. I personally think it should have gone a little bit further. Because that way you would have time to at least apply pressure strategically. And beyond that, the real reason why they wanted to shut this immediately was so that they could continue with the stimulus, with the stimmies, the $1.9 trillion COVID recovery bill that they're trying to push forward through the budget reconciliation. And Mitch McConnell would have utilized this as an opportunity to not do that, right? Mitch McConnell was going to use this to stop that from going forward. But then they went on fucking recess, which is idiotic as fuck. So, again, like, that's yet another week of being able to push for more evidence as to what was going on. I think ultimately, no matter what, from the Democrats' point of view, Republicans were not going to get on board. Enough Republicans were not going to vote for it. The further you get away from the actual act itself, the less likely it was going to be for Republicans to get on board with, impeaching Donald Trump. And they played their hand, and they decided to leave it up to the Republican Party internally to deal with this issue, rather than excising Donald Trump and then saying, Republicans are good. We need a strong Republican Party. Look at all the good Republicans that did the right thing versus Donald Trump, who is the wrong thing and the only wrong person in the Republican Party. So instead of doing that, which was an olive branch from the Democrats to the Republicans, they were like, all right, fuck it. Let them do it on their own. 67 votes was not happening. Yeah, I don't disagree. And you see that because the Republicans that voted to impeach Donald Trump, to convict Donald Trump, there were 7 of them. They were either all like very publicly anti-Donald Trump and had criticized him before, had safe seats because they had just won their reelection, or they were retiring. So there was no threat of it wasn't because they found their conscience. It was just that they didn't give a shit. Okay, they were not going to suffer the repercussions of like being against Donald Trump because, and I've been saying this since day one, since before Donald Trump even became the president, that Donald Trump is the Republican Party. He represents the base better in a lot of ways than the elitist Mitt Romneys of the world represent the base. Okay, Mitt Romney is an old school Republican. He is the free market Republican. Okay, he's the deregulation Republican. Donald Trump is the free market and deregulation Republican that does a better job making sure that the interests of the actual Republican voters, the poor Republicans who fucking go out and vote, are represented. And those interests are, and I hate to do this, I actually don't hate to do this actually, it's just racism. It's just culture war, petty grievances, saying the fucking quiet part out loud, and winning favor within the Republican base that way. And he was so effective at it that the entire Republican Party is afraid of going against him. And what did the Republican Party do? Well, North Carolina GOP actually voted, I don't think they actually ended up voting, but they are voting to censure Burr, for example. Because of his vote against Donald Trump, they are censuring him. They are punishing those who voted to impeach Donald Trump. That is what the Republican Party is. Okay, that's just the reality. Sorry. Let's keep going.
Expecting there to be any witnesses in this trial, but House managers.
Yeah, Pat Toomey is getting censured by PA State Republicans as well.
Say they want to call all the way up to the president. Now the problem is that the Senate would have to actually back any sort of a summons to bring anybody in to testify. That does not seem likely, but it is still possible.
The House impeachment managers, led by Representative Jamie Raskin, make their way to the Senate floor. The Democrats open their presentation with a powerful 13-minute video outlining the events of January 6th.
Okay, we're skipping this part.
And I heard
impeachment trial, and our reporting shows that he was quite displeased by his lawyer's performance.
Another lawyer, David Schoen, picks things up. His argument holds that the House investigated too quickly, but also that the impeachment becomes moot once the president leaves office.
Ironically, this is also Mitch McConnell's take as well, which we are going to be watching in a moment. If it's not in this video, I would love to hear Mitch McConnell's closing arguments on Donald Trump. So remember, Mitch McConnell is the reason why the impeachment trial to convict Donald Trump in the Senate happened after Donald Trump's presidency. Like, he could have tried to whip to get this procedure started in January, and they didn't do that. He didn't do that because he wanted to give a comfortable out to the rest of the Republicans in the Senate to say, well, this is, yeah, he's bad, and we know he's bad, but we can't impeach him because it's unconstitutional. It is ridiculous.
It is a clear denial of due process and fair trial rights for private citizen Trump to face an impeachment trial. The impeachment article should be treated as a nullity and dismissed based on the total lack of due process in the House.
Senators vote to continue with the trial, saying it is constitutional, picking up one extra Republican from a similar vote 2 weeks earlier.
As an impartial juror, I'm going to vote for the side that did the good job.
So it's day 2 of the trial now. That means it is day 1 of seeing the full case that the House managers are going to put on.
The evidence will show you that ex-President Trump was no innocent bystander.
He truly made his base believe that the only way he could lose was if the election was rigged.
This was the save the date, sent out 18 days before the event on January 6th.
The managers spend the early afternoon connecting Trump to the riot.
He had every reason to know that they were armed, that they were violent, and that they would actually fight.
Then Raskin delivers a warning.
I do want...
Why was there not impartial juror for the trial? What? It's the Senate, dog. What do you mean? It's an impeachment. What do you mean an impartial juror? The Senate, in theory, or Congress in general, in theory, is supposed to be impartial. They should be